Recently, someone asked a question, to which IdolKiller responded, "People are created innocent, with God-given faculties capable of being taught, engaging reason, and interacting with truth. We are accountable for our response." On the surface, what he says isn't wrong. It sounds right and makes biblical sense. As a Calvinist, I have no problem affirming this. We are indeed accountable for our response, and we are capable of being taught, reasoning, and interacting with truth. However, this response doesn't fully answer the question asked. Pay attention to the question. It is true that humans possess faculties capable of being taught and reason. The advancement of AI testifies to this fact. Even Jesus acknowledges that unbelievers can be wiser than believers. But on spiritual matters, they are profoundly spiritually blind. The problem with ID's view lies in its starting point. People are created innocent. If by innocent he means babies are sinless, then no, people are not created innocent. No one is innocent in the sense of being without sin. Babies are guilty before God. However, people can be blameless and upright in their interactions with others, and in that sense, babies enter this world in a state of innocence. We learn from Paul that a person can be innocent, like babies, and yet be far from God at heart. From a human perspective, one person can be more righteous than another. This is why Paul was blameless, according to the law. No one could accuse him of breaking any law he knew. Yet Paul was dead in his sins and separated from God without realizing it. Meaning, babies haven't broken any law, but they are still dead in sin and separated from God. Sinlessness isn't attainable in this life, which is why no apostles exhort us to be sinless. We are, however, exhorted to be blameless and upright. ID's unbiblical foundation leads him to believe that spiritual matters can be correctly understood and accepted, but Scripture teaches otherwise. The Pharisees understood the words of Scripture. They searched and studied it like Nicodemus. Even the Sadducees, who adhered only to the Torah, engaged with its text. Yet according to Jesus, the Pharisees knew neither the Father nor the Son. Nicodemus needed to be born again because he did not receive Jesus' teachings. The Sadducees denied the resurrection of the dead, even though it's taught in Exodus. And so, Paul concludes, there is none who understands, Romans 30:11. The lost can read Scripture and listen to sermons, but they cannot receive it, not because they lack intellectual capacity, but because it's foolish to them. They reject and suppress it. Their heart is the problem. One of the biblical axioms I have put together is this: everyone is born with an uncircumcised heart. That is the biblical starting point for right understanding of soteriology.